Have you ever wondered how the human body is organized? In this video, we are gonna talk just about that. The human body is organized in different levels, from the smallest to the largest. The smaller level of the human body is the chemical levels. These are made of atoms, just like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, etc., etc. Atoms, when they get together, they form molecules. And in the human body, we have some very complex molecules, such as proteins. But we also have very simple molecules, such as water or glucose, for example. Now, if we have to make an analogy, chemicals and molecules, they're a little bit like the letters of the alphabet. And when we bring together different letters, we create words. And words just brings us to the next level of the human body, which is the cellular level. This is where different molecules they get together in order to create a cell. And the cell is the smallest functional unit of the human body. As an example, we have muscle cell or nerve cell or liver cell, and every single cell has a specific function, just like every word has a specific meaning. However, we all know that a word can mean different things according to which context we are talking about. And the same is also true for cells, because when we put a bunch of cells all together, we create a tissue. In fact, a tissue is different cells coming together, just like a sentence is different words coming together, and we use sentences in order to give a context. Now, in the human body, we have 4 basic tissue. The first we're going to talk about is the epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue lines every hollow organs and cavities within the body. It also covers our body, in fact is the skin, and forms glands. The second type of tissue we have is called the connective tissue. The connective tissue, as the word says, connects tissues together, as well as supporting and protecting organs. It also forms all of the blood vessels and some other different tissues. Then we have the muscular tissue. The muscular tissue contracts in order to make certain body parts move, as well as generating heats. And then we have the nervous tissue. The nervous tissue carries information from one part of the body to another part of the body. And within the human body, when different types of tissue join together, they can form an organ. In fact, an organ is a structure that is composed of 2 or more different types of tissue. Examples are the skin, the bone, the heart, the brain, etc. Let's take the stomach, for example. The stomach has 3 different layers. The outer layer is made of epithelial tissue and connective tissue. This helps to reduce the friction of the stomach when it moves against other organs, as well as protecting the stomach itself. Underneath, we have the muscular tissue. The stomach muscles, they help us to mix the food together so that it can be exposed to the acid of the stomach, which is responsible to help the food to be digested. And then the innermost layer of the stomach is made of epithelial tissue. This tissue specializes in secreting the stomach acid, as well as some other chemicals, which is important to digest the food that we eat. And so all of these 3 layers, they work together in order to give a function to the stomach. And so going back to our analogy of the language, now we have different sentences that when they come together, they create a paragraph. And the paragraph helps us to understand a concept. And of course, when we put different paragraphs together, we have a chapter. In the human body, this is called the system level. A system, in fact, consists of related organs that they come together for a common function. For example, we have the digestive system, and the common function of the digestive system is to break down the food, absorb the chemicals and the nutrients that we need, as well as eliminating what we don't need. The digestive system is made of many different parts of the human body, starting from the mouth, the salivary glands, the pharynx, the esophagus, the stomach, the small and the large intestine, the liver, the gallbladder and the pancreas. And so this is an orchestration of different organs coming together. Now, it's also important to note that in the human body, there are some organs that they play a role in different systems. For example, the pancreas. The pancreas is part of both the digestive system as well as the hormonal system. And when all of the systems come together, they create an organism. And this is the last level of the body, the organism level. Just like all of the chapters, when they come together, they form a book.